Do you know who was part of the lives of millions of viewers in the 70s? Here are 10 iconic characters from the 70s who, after immense popularity, faded into obscurity. What happened to them? Watch until the end and you'll remember 10 TV icons from that era. Mary Richards. In the 1970s, Mary Richards from The Mary Tyler Moore Show became a true symbol for women across America. Mary was a young, independent woman building a character in television, which was unusual for that time. Unlike most female characters of the era, her life didn't revolve around marriage or family. Mary showed that a woman could be successful and happy without fitting into the traditional roles of housewife or mother. The show became a huge hit, winning 29 Emmy Awards, further cementing its cultural importance. However, today Mary Richards and her groundbreaking character are almost forgotten. Time has passed and other characters have taken her place, even though she paved the way for many modern women on screen. And this policeman is almost forgotten today. Barney Miller. Barney Miller was the main character of the show of the same name, loved by millions. Unlike other cop shows of the time, Barney Miller wasn't filled with action or car chases. Instead, the show focused on the daily lives of police officers in a New York precinct, blending humor with philosophical reflections. Barney was the precinct captain, calm, thoughtful, and always ready to support his team. This series became iconic, especially among real police officers who considered it the most realistic portrayal of their work. However, today, the character of Barney Miller is almost forgotten. He has been replaced by the heroes of more action-packed police dramas with high-stakes storylines. And the life of this next character ended in a tragic death. Chico Rodriguez. In the 1970s, Chico Rodriguez, or Chico from the series Chico and the Man, made a real breakthrough on television. Chico was a young Latino working in a garage alongside a grumpy old man named Ed Brown. Their relationship, filled with jokes and conflicts, gradually grew into a friendship, and viewers loved their on-screen chemistry. For that time, Chico was a unique character, being one of the first Latino actors to play a lead role in an American TV show. However, in 1977, after the tragic death of actor Freddie Prinze, who played Chico, the show quickly lost popularity. Despite its success in its time, today the character of Chico is largely forgotten. Here's another very popular yet highly controversial character from that era. Jody Dallas. The show Soap brought something new to television, bold, funny, and provocative. One of the most memorable characters was Jody Dallas, who sparked a lot of controversy. Jody was one of the first characters on American TV to openly discuss his gender identity. For that time, this truly was rare, and the show addressed topics many were afraid to even think about. However, despite the importance of this character, 70s television wasn't ready for such daring storylines. Jody's character was quickly forgotten as viewers and the industry struggled to understand how to properly handle these themes. This actress was loved by millions. Carol Trainer. In the 70s, Carol Trainer from the series Maude stood out for her boldness and independence. The show Maude wasn't afraid to tackle important and controversial topics like feminism, abortion, and women's rights. Carol, much like Maude herself, embodied these ideas. She showed that a woman could be strong, intelligent, and capable of standing up for her rights. For that time, it was a breakthrough on television, and many viewers saw something personal and significant in Carol. However, over the years, these topics became more commonplace on the screen, and the character of Carol gradually faded into obscurity. Today, she is rarely remembered, although her role in transforming the portrayal of women on television was enormous. And this actor, once popular, was quickly forgotten. Inspector Steve Keller. Inspector Steve Keller from the streets of San Francisco was one of the standout characters in police dramas. Steve was a young detective working alongside his more experienced partner, and together they solved complex cases on the streets of San Francisco. Viewers loved him for his intelligence, determination, and commitment to fighting crime. This role became a major breakthrough for actor Michael Douglas, and many grew fond of him because of this character. However, after Douglas left the show in 1976, the popularity of the character quickly declined. Other police shows with flashier heroes and more action overshadowed the streets of San Francisco, and Steve Keller faded into the background. The next actor soared to fame only to be quickly forgotten. John Boy Walton. In the 70s, John Boy Walton from the Waltons was a favorite of many families. John Boy was the eldest son in a large family living in the mountains of Virginia during the Great Depression. He was a dreamer who loved writing and hoped to become an author one day. Through his eyes, viewers experienced the struggles and joys of the Walton family. The show's warmth and emphasis on family values made it popular among family audiences. The Waltons became a cult classic and won numerous awards, including Emmys. However, today, John Boy and his family are almost forgotten. The show is rarely rerun on TV, and modern generations are unfamiliar with its characters. Do you remember this next actress? Julie Cooper. Julie Cooper, from the show One Day at a Time, was a vibrant and memorable character. Julie was the eldest daughter of a divorced mother, trying to navigate life's challenges with her sister and mom. The show reflected the realities of many families at the time, addressing important topics like divorce and single parenting. Julie was a rebellious teenager who often clashed with her mother, making her relatable to many young viewers. But by the late 80s, the show lost its relevance, and the themes that were so important in the 70s faded into the background. Julie's character gradually disappeared from cultural memory, giving way to new television heroes. And this next character was one of the most positive figures of that time. Howard Cunningham. In the 70s, Howard Cunningham from the show Happy Days was the ideal father figure, calm, caring, and always there to support his family. Howard became a symbol of stability in the popular sitcom. He ran a hardware store and was a devoted husband and father to his children, Richie and Joni. At the time, many viewers saw reflections of their own fathers in him, which made his character relatable and beloved. However, over time, flashier characters like Fonzie began to overshadow Howard. Despite the huge success of Happy Days, Howard's character gradually took a back seat and is rarely remembered today. The next heroine had incredible charisma. Eleanor Flo Sams. In the 70s and 80s, Eleanor Sams, known as Flo from the show Alice, was one of the most memorable characters on television. Working as a waitress in a diner, Flo captivated audiences with her bold personality and sharp humor. Her famous catchphrase, "Kiss my grits," became a hit and was frequently quoted during that time. Viewers loved her for her bluntness and courage, and her interactions with her coworkers brought many funny moments to the show. However, after actress Polly Holiday left the show, Flo's popularity quickly faded. Without her charisma, the character was soon forgotten, and today she is rarely remembered, despite her former success. Time doesn't stand still, and television changes along with it. Characters who were once the main heroes of your youth gradually fade from memory, but their impact on culture and the way they shaped television remains. Who was your favorite TV character from that era?